I've got my week 3 college softball Power 10 rankings after a loaded weekend of non-conference softball. Oklahoma on top. The Sooners remained perfect at the Mary Nutter Collegiate Classic, beat Mississippi State and Wisconsin, then shut out the next 3. At 2, Texas, the Longhorns picked up their very first loss of the season, but in a classic against Stanford. Reese Atwood is pretty spectacular, putting together an astounding season so far, hitting .632, 9 home runs, and 31 RBI, slugging .447. Just insane. 3, Georgia, the Dogs 2 picked up their first loss of the season at the hands of Virginia Tech. Lost by 1 run, but followed it up with a win over them the next day. Still a top 3 team to me, and they have a huge test with Clemson coming into town for a midweek matchup. At 4, Duke moves into the top 5 after a really impressive weekend. They picked up a 4-2 win over a really good Boston team. Just a dominating 22-0 win over Michigan State and 2 wins over Villanova. Jayla Wright is so impressive this season. 5-0 now with a .51 ERA and 38 strikeouts, a serious ace for the Blue Devils. LSU will round out my top 5. The Tigers, led by Taylor Pleasance, are now 13-0 on the season, added 3 more wins with 2 over Houston. Pleasance hitting .444 with 4 homers, and Carly Petty really impressive too. At 6, Oklahoma State, the Cowgirls moved up after taking down Washington in an impressive 7-0 shutout win last weekend. Lexi Kilfoyle threw a complete game 2-hit shutout, and it only took 80 pitches to take down then number 4, Washington. 7, Stanford is moving up. The Cardinal picked up that huge win over Texas with a standout performance from Nigeri Kennedy in the circle. She struck out 11 in the complete game with just 2 earned runs allowed. She's as good a competitor as it gets. They went undefeated at the Lone Star Invitational, so they're up at 7. 8, Washington plummets 4 spots after falling 7-0 to Oklahoma State. They have a big one coming up against FSU this Saturday, though. And at 9, I'm keeping Tennessee in my Power 10 for now, though they did lose twice at the Mary Nutter to Cal State Fullerton and UCLA. They do still have those very close losses to Stanford and Texas, though, and 2 wins over Baylor, who I'm moving into my Power 10 at number 10. The 10 spot was tough with a lot of possibly deserving teams, but I value ranked wins the most, and the Bears beat UCLA and Missouri at the Mary Nutter. Clemson, Alabama, and FSU are my first teams out. Let me know your thoughts and your Power 10 in the comments.